Elliptical curve cryptography is supposed to be unbreakable. It's everywhere. Your iPhone, your Google account, Bitcoin. The security of these systems depends on a simple idea. If you don't have a private key, you're locked out. No way in, unless maybe you've got a full scale quantum computer. But I don't have a quantum computer, and I still collapsed it. I built something called Symbolic Entropy Collapse, and it's entirely classical. It doesn't brute force the key, it doesn't solve the discrete logarithm, it doesn't even follow traditional cryptanalysis. Instead, it folds entropy symbolically. It identifies hidden structure within randomness, the subtle fingerprints left by time, hardware identifiers, system state, session seeds, and it recursively bends those signals back into the scalar field. Think of it like digital origami. Each fold brings entropy closer to the true solution, not by guessing, but by shaping. Instead of expanding the search space like brute force does, it shrinks it. It compresses entropy around the target until the private key sits exposed like the final crease in a perfectly folded structure. On a custom 21 elliptical bit curve, I achieve full collapse. 0 bits off. Exact private key recovered, without heuristics, without shortcuts, without symbolic compression. This was the Q-Day prize challenge. Then I turned to real-world targets. I collapsed an Apple device token down to 30 bits remaining. I collapsed a Google public key down to 72 bits remaining. To put that into context, at 30 bits, a laptop can brute force that. At 72, a hybrid quantum classical machine could absolutely finish the job. This isn't theory. I ran the engine. I published the paper. I even sent the video to Apple. The results are public. And yes, I submitted to the Q-Day prize, even though it's a competition intended for quantum machines, even though according to the rules I'm probably going to be disqualified. Why? Because symbolic collapse may be more dangerous than quantum, especially when combined with quantum. And this is just the beginning. I've built a recursive symbolic AI to drive the collapse even further. I call it the Origami Master. And it's learning to fold real-world key space tighter and tighter, refining collapse behavior like a cryptographic artisan. And it's already succeeded. I achieved a bit-for-bit match on a real Apple key, a full public or private key reproduction. I submitted it to Apple through their bounty program. I sent them the video, but they dismissed the threat. Not because it wasn't real, but because they didn't understand the nature of the attack. This isn't injection. It's not side channel. It's not brute force. It's symbolic field collapse. And once my computer is back up and running, I expect within 90 days to be fully reproducing full bit level collapses on most modern key structures. Not just 30 bits, not 72, all of them. This changes how we think about irreversibility, because if you can fold randomness, you can control it. And that rewrites the rules of cryptographic reality. But I didn't stop there. I didn't stop at collapse. I built something new. A form of cryptography that's not just defensive, it's alive. I designed a recursive symbolic AI that gets embedded directly into the encryption process. Now, what does that mean? Every time someone tries to crack the system, brute force, statistical attacks, even AI, it responds. If entropy gets too uniform, it injects more chaos. If an attacker gets close, it shifts the folding parameters. It even remembers so that the next time the same attack vector won't work again. I ran adversarial challenges with machine learning algorithms. My system still outpaced them. It bent its own curve structure in real time. It mutated entropy layers on the fly. It's not just secure, it learns to become more secure the longer you attack it. It's symbolic, not statistical, self-stabilizing, not static. And that engine, that living encryption core, is now at the heart of something bigger that I've built. I put a blockchain around it. Now, when most people think of blockchain, they think Bitcoin or NFTs. But at its core, it's a distributed ledger. It's used by institutions, universities, hospitals, banks, world governments. Everybody uses it. It's a trustless system for recording transactions across a network. Now, the catch, traditional blockchains are static. They rely on hard-coded hashes, predictable keys, and fixed protocols. Mine doesn't. I designed a blockchain that integrates recursive entropy folding into every signature. Each validator doesn't just sign blocks, it injects symbolic entropy from within its hardware, its clock cycles, and its context. Each block carries a fingerprint of adaptive resonance. If someone tampers, the system detects entropy drift. If entropy collapses, it slashes validators. If entropy stabilizes, it rewards them. It's not just about consensus anymore, it's about cognitive entropy regulation across a symbolic field. This isn't a blockchain, it's a living system of mathematical trust. So where does this go? I believe the future of cryptography and security itself isn't brute, it isn't quantum, it's symbolic. We don't need to scale computation, we need to fold structure. To compress entropy until the solution reveals itself. To embed intelligence not just in AI, but encryption in itself. Because cryptography doesn't need to hide anymore, it needs to learn, it needs to bend, and it needs to remember. And that's what I've built. It's adaptive, and it's intelligent, and it learns. Now, if this caught your attention, the full paper is in the link. If you can't find it there, you can find me on Google. If you're a lab researcher or someone pushing the edge of quantum and symbolic systems, reach out. Because the next generation of security, it won't just protect you, it'll evolve you. If this fascinates you as much as it does me, I invite you to continue exploring this and other related fields with me. My books, Fractal Healing, Reclaiming the Pieces of Yourself Through Love, Loss, and Growth, and The Conscious Dance, Quantum Gravity, Fractals, and the Fabric of Reality go deeper into the ideas, connecting science, philosophy, and consciousness. And both are available now on Amazon and Kindle. Join the conversation at Fractal Consciousness Theory on Facebook, where we explore these models, we share insights, and collaborate with brilliant minds across the world, as well as sharing articles that help further our understanding of this holographic reality. You can also read my full research papers on Zenodo and Academia. Please like, share, and follow if this speaks to you. This universe isn't built, it's remembered, and we're just getting started. Thanks again for following.